Welcome back. On today's show, we're going to be speaking about NFTs, but the Hygienic League Dress Corporation is very different from a lot of the current NFT projects that you guys see, especially on crypto Twitter. And one of the reasons why they are actual real life artists, successful artists since I want to say about 2007, that are bringing their talents to the NFT space. And one of the reasons why we're partnering with Hygienic League Dress Corporation is because I find their project very interesting. Not only have they applied directly to the SEC because of the way they want to structure their sale, but reality, guys, when we're talking about NFTs and the technology behind it, we're not just talking about a bunch of different generative pieces. We're talking about actual ownership for the artist. And I'm going to say this till my face is blue. NFTs help artists, creators, anybody who's created something actually have ownership of their creation, have access to royalties, and get to dictate what they do with their artwork. And I think that is immensely important to be able to do. So some of the interesting things revolving Hygienic League Dress Corporation is that the NFT shares of the corporation will act as unique art offering, which essentially invites the public to participate in the interactive project. I know that sounds a little bit different than what you're used to, but don't worry, we're going to go ahead and go through the project. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and learn more about the creators of this project and their previous experience in the art world. So Hygienic Dress League, HDL Corporation, is an American corporation as a new and original form of art that was founded in 2007 by conceptual artists Steve and Dorta Coy. So in January of 2022, recently, HDL announced its applications with the SEC for Regulation A+ exemption, which if it does get approved, it's going to allow for the issuance of up to $75 million in securities. And I've actually never talked about or even seen an NFT project reach out to the SEC and do so. So this also has me very excited about the project. Don't worry, we're going to head over to the Yahoo article kind of talking about this because it is a bit revolutionary. But again, I want to go and talk about the original artist. So these are going to be our creators, also known as corporate leadership. So we have Steve, he's a simulated reality coordinator, and Dorta, the galactic travel agent. So Dorta from Poland and Steve from the USA are husband and wife conceptual and visual artist duo. They produce art that ranges in mediums, including found object, and often combines technology to create unique experiences. Their work is influenced by surrealism and street art, among other movements. Their aesthetic has been described as dystopian glamour. Hygienic Dress League is an interactive art project that invites the public to participate, which we'll cover that in a minute. But I want to kind of take you guys to their Instagram so you guys can see what we're working with here. These are examples of some of the pieces that you will be able to see on this particular art collection. And this is the couple's website, and it has a lot of different areas here that you can go ahead and explore if you're interested in their art, which I think is really cool. But let's go ahead and head over to our next topic. This article here from Scripture, which is a publication of the International Sculpture Center, really talks about what the purpose of HDL is. The NFT is the employee and the corporation is conceptual. So meta commentary from Hygienic Dress League Corporation. In addition to the 600,000 stock certificates sold, a unique deflationary collection of 55,554 employees will be hired. 3 tiers of employees will be hired. 2,222 executives, 8,888 transporters, mid-level management, and 44,444 extractors, which is going to be the most common employee. So the rarity is going to be based on the different type of employee that you are. So promotions are possible by exchanging 5 extractors, which will become 1 transporter, and 4 transporters can be promoted to 1 executive, making the collection of employees deflationary. Employees can also have demoted or can be demoted. Executives can be demoted to 3 transporters, and the transporters can be demoted into 4 extractors. So basically, owners of these securities will be collecting art in the form of a stock certificate, which is going to be the NFT, and the participants in the public art performance. As part owner of the corporation, 4% of the royalty fees from secondary market sales of employees will be distributed to shareholders as the dividends. And the corporation intends to continue its public art performance through advertising advertising and marketing campaigns, as well as performance and art installation. And all of these shares are going to start at a minimum of $50, purchase being 10 shares. And for every 10 shares purchased, investors will receive an NFT employee. Investors can then go ahead and receive a security NFT representing their collective holding in the company. And again, you guys, any of these executives, transporters, or extractors can be traded on any secondary market, such as the infamous OpenSea, XCurate, FTX US, whatever it is. And all of them are going to have 10% royalties that are going to be paid on secondary sales. So 4% go to the artist, 4% to the shareholders, and 2% to the Clean Air Task Force. So they want to kind of go ahead and give back. If we take a look at their website here, they have all of this different artwork as well. And it also talks about different places that they plan to kind of give some of the profits to. So if you're interested in their art or you want to learn more about this project, I highly recommend you guys take a look at their website because it has a lot of really, really cool graphic pieces that you can see, and it's spread out across the world. This is actually probably my favorite piece that they have, the deity in 2022 or from 2022. And it is currently at Detroit, Michigan, USA, the 5 Realms of Exhibition at Wasserman Projects, which I absolutely love this piece. I think it's really, really cool. And this one is also cool as well. And also, too, a very important thing to note, the first contact, the first NFT from HDL Corp was sold for $100,000 in a private sale by an anonymous buyer. Now, I actually want to take you guys over to the Yahoo article so we can talk a little bit more about how they want to kind of work with SEC regulators to kind of revolutionize the NFT space. So basically, if this does get approved by the SEC, then it could possibly mean lesser SEC regulations because SEC regulators are currently looking into crypto. And Hygienic Dress League is the first NFT project to actually reach out of them. So let's go ahead and read a little bit about how this is going to work. So HDL is a legally registered corporation as a new and original form of art. Today announced they have filed for application with the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission, for Regulation A+ exemption to issue securities. Today, HDL filed for a Tier 2 offering. If approved, would allow the issuance up to 75 million of securities in a 12-month period and would permit members of the public, subject to conditions, to participate in the offering. And this is kind of revolutionary. I've never seen anything like this done. And a quote from one of the artists: "When we founded HDL, we did so to create art that would resonate with people and to address pressing, uncomfortable issues in our society." Which makes sense because if you take a look at some of their artwork, they have a lot of different pieces that represent different things. And again, you guys, generally we're used to seeing different types of artwork in crypto, but the fact that they are in real life artists that have been working on artwork and creating since the early 2000s and maybe even prior to that, I think this is absolutely amazing. So the kind of economy that they're creating is actually really, really cool, and it's very interesting. And I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out because, again, we haven't seen anything like this in crypto. So one of the things we do need to talk about, if this is something you're interested in, you do have to sign up for the waitlist, which is going to be on their website. Where is it? Here we go. On their website. So this is what the waitlist looks like, and you have to enter in all your information, and you have to enter in how much of projected number of shares that you want to purchase because they have to phrase it that way, I believe, for the SEC file. Also, too, your annual income and net worth. And again, you have to kind of be a retail or institutional investor to participate. So if you're out of the United States, it's probably going to be a little bit easier for you to do. But if you do meet these requirements and you are interested in participating, I think it's an interesting project to pay attention to. And the reason why they're filing with the SEC is because they want to go ahead and give their shareholders 4% of royalties on all employee NFT secondary sales. So that's part of the royalties thing. So basically you get to create performance art and other physical art installations, launch a full advertising marketing campaign, which we talked about, to essentially promote the mission. And you get to initiate a series of art installations as HDL offices in several major US cities. Shareholders and employees will have access to rare NFTs, physical art, and unique experiences, and build a virtual headquarter with surrender art installations for shareholders and employees. So basically they kind of want to build this out to a global level, especially across the United States. And I think it's a really interesting concept. I am not the biggest art person, but I support it. I support all the creators and everything that they're doing. And again, I'm trying to find my adorable little guy that I liked. But it's very interesting, a lot of their pieces. And to me, this is why NFTs were created, to fully support the artists. If you guys are interested in this project, I highly recommend you join the Discord, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, and more importantly, be aware and support your local artists. Thanks for watching. Bye.